Okay, welcome back everybody to the channel. Anyone coming in here um, tonight, thank you so much. Anyone that watches on demand when it gets back on YouTube after I get done with the live, thank you so much for watching. Anyone liking the stream and everything, or just overall in general, even if you subscribe. So thank you so much if you do. WrestleMania Night 1 for WrestleMania 41. Overall, as an overall show of Night 1, it was a very much a dud for most of the show. Um, it didn't feel like WrestleMania. If I'm being honest, it just didn't. Some parts did. Most of them, it was like, we know it's WrestleMania, but doesn't feel like WrestleMania all the way. Um, just overall, as an aspect, if I say Jay and Gunther was, decent. Naomi and Jade was, there as well. Jacob Fatu, LA Knight. Hey, them two did a very good match. I was really surprised with that match, and it was very good. Um, and then the main event: Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. Um, Minus that, I mean, this seemed like it could be on an episode of Raw. And it's a shame because the one match I was hoping that would deliver, and I mean deliver, was the worst match of the night for me. And that's Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. So, yeah. We will get into that. We will go down from the start of the card to the end of the card and everything. We'll start from the beginning and go to the end. Obviously, night 2 of WrestleMania 41 is going to be way better. They did not even up the card at all. Like, instead of having, night 1 and night 2 be very even, it's absolutely stacked for night 2 and bad for 1. Nah, man. Can I have mod? Why do people want to be a mod? Oh, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. I guess this is just a YouTube thing where a lot of people come in around the 3-minute mark or a little bit after. It's my birthday. Oh boy. A lot of people asking for mods. I don't do mods like that. What's up, Golden? Welcome to the stream. Hello, CR7. Welcome to the stream. I guess that's something with Renato, I'm guessing. Maybe I'm wrong. But welcome. I'll always talk to... It's always my dream to be your mod. But this is the first time you're in my stream. Okay, yeah, right. But yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday, but you're not getting a mod. Even if it's not your birthday. So, I just throw that out there. Yeah, night 1, very much a dud. But you know what? We'll go from top to bottom with this card and everything. To the two people that, hit that thumbs up for me on the stream, thank you so much. Just helps out overall. It actually does help out towards if after you get done with the live when it goes on demand. And I don't know why, but it's just a YouTube thing. So thank you so much. especially the person that just liked it. Thank you. Thank you. And for the fourth person, too. Appreciate it. I don't know if any of y'all are WWE fans, minus Yusuf. Whoa. Yusuf, funny guy, funny guy. So we'll go from top to bottom. We had Jay main event Yeet Yusuf challenging the Ring General Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship to start off the show. Felt like Jey Uso's entrance was 10 minutes long. Seemed like I was watching The Undertaker come out. But Jay's coming out from the stands, and I know he had to be damn tired. He was hoping Gunther would take a while for his entrance, probably. But, the story, this match, I think it was solid. The crowd for night one absolutely sucked. Absolutely sucked. But yeah, they just absolutely sucked. There's no way to work around it. It just sucked. But yeah. This was a solid match. A lot of people's gonna be like, "Oh my god, why did Gunther tap out to Jay?" All right, let's recap. Let's recap what happened before he tapped out. Super kick, 2 or 3 super kicks. He did like a spear or 2, then did 3 Uso splashes, and then made him tap out. I'm sorry, but wouldn't anyone else want to tap out or pass out after getting all that before a chokehold, a sleeper hold? I didn't hear one "This is awesome" chant during the main event. Yeah, this crowd absolutely blowed tonight. Hopefully night 2 is a lot better. Let's just pray on that. But yeah, people's like, man, they made Gunther tap out and everything. Yes, very shocking value. Very shock value, very, oh my god, they really made him tap out. But if you think about it, super kick, 2 super kicks at least, I think, maybe 3. 1 or 2 spears, 3 Uso splashes, and then he made him tap out with his own, you can call it one of his finishers, because he does finish a lot of people off with that sleeper hold on the ground. So, I don't think it made Gunther look bad at all. I think it made him even look stronger. He took all that, and that's the only way he literally had to tap out. We saw a different side of Jey Uso. We seen it during the match a good bit, and I liked it. Are we going to see a long reign? Probably not. Probably to SummerSlam. So what's that? 3.5 months, 4 months, depending on the day SummerSlam is on. Jay deserved this. He won the Royal Rumble. He absolutely... They finally got this build rolling a month ago-ish to where it was good when Jimmy got involved. So, decent match. Not one that you're going to go back and be like, man, I got to watch this. But it was a very solid match, opener match, and it's... I think they delivered with what we saw. I think they delivered. Is it going to be in my top 10? Definitely not at the end of the year. But it is going to be one of those I'm like, that was a great moment and a decent match of what it was. Okay. After this, we had the War Raiders versus the New Day. This match should have never been on the card from the beginning at all. Don't know why it was. Still don't know why it was. Don't get me wrong. This was they had fun moments in it, but the crowd didn't care. As a viewer, guess what I was doing? Looking at stuff on my phone. Clash of Clans ad. Jesus Christ, man. I was just looking through my phone more than anything. I was trying to watch, but I looked around and at a buddy's house, and everyone on their phone, they could care less about this match. We really couldn't care less. Sorry. And it sucks because these are two good tag teams. But guess what? A SmackDown tag team division, you're telling me we couldn't put TLC on night one? My God, the perception of night one would have been a whole lot better if we would have had that on night one. Or if we had Randy Orton's mystery opponent. Triple H's got to lay out these matches a lot better. He did that for WrestleMania 39. They laid out the matches really good for WrestleMania 39 and last year on 40. They laid it out to where it wasn't stacked on one night or the other as much. This year they said, forget it. We're going to make sure night 2 is the stacked night and the night everyone's looking forward to. Because that's just what it is. Hopefully would have warmed up the crowd as well. I don't know. This crowd sucked, dog. Sucked the air out of it. Sucked. Because I didn't hear them. Well, I heard them a little bit with the next matchup. Naomi versus Jade Cargill. I think this was a pretty decent match. And honestly, it was up there with Jay and Gunther for me. Not story-wise, but match-wise. It was up there with them for being, at that point, even though it was just 3 matches in, of the match of the night. And I think Naomi did really well to make Jade look good. And back and forth, they did look good. Jade, I don't know if she's going to work as a babyface. I'm sorry. I don't know if she's going to. And I always give stuff and people a lot of chances. But I don't know if she's going to work it good as a babyface. In ring wise, she's still got work to do, in my opinion. I'm sorry. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's a travesty to me, and I know a lot of people, some people ain't going to agree with this. Travesty that certain people are going to be left off this Mania card that has done very good work in the last year or so. Nia Jax being one of them. To me, because Nia's done pretty good work. And we have Jade that's, she's still just kind of there, kind of green, not really the best. She's going to have those moments that shows off her strength, but when it needs to be technically a wrestling matchup back and forth, is she going to be able to do it against Rhea, returning Becky, Bayley, Io, Bianca? At this point, I'll have to say no. So that's my concern moving into the future with Jade. I want Jade to succeed, don't get me wrong, but I just don't know. Not trying to be negative, but that's just something I see. But Naomi did a really good job. Naomi deserves to have a mid-card championship. And look, I love me some Chelsea Green, but if you're not going to do anything with Chelsea Green, Give it to Naomi, and she can have a hell of a run with that mid-card U.S. Championship. And hopefully they show a lot of the Women's United States Championship, because the Women's Intercontinental Championship is showing very good on Raw. Probably still should have been on WrestleMania, but hey, I'm not booking the show. But that is what it is. Can't do nothing about that. Jade wins in her one-on-one singles debut on Mania. And I saw a tweet, and I want to point this out. WWE tweeted, Jade Cargill is 2-0 at WrestleMania. Are we going with Jade to go with the undefeated streak at Mania now? Wouldn't be my choice. All right, next up, Jacob Fatu and LA Knight. Yeah. United States Championship match. Up to this match, and even the matches after, this was the match of the night until the main event, obviously, to me. This was two different styles. Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, very two different styles, correct? And it gelled so good. Gelled so good. And we know LA Knight, he can work, but he's got a certain style. That's like one of people's downfalls with him, but I think he's a very good worker. Jacob Fatu, I feel like he's going to be one of them, just like Gunther, that could literally almost work with almost anyone and make it at least decent or good. Jacob is that damn good. And they showed out tonight. This was a very good match. This will go on my list of candidate matches. I don't know if it'll be in my top 10, but this match I will definitely watch back towards the end of the year as one of my matches. I will say that. Jacob Fatu is your new United States champion. Very well done. I think most of these matches, I will say, they got the right winner. Triple H did get the right winner, but somehow some of the matches, how we got there, was, iffy. Fatu! Yes, sir. New United States champion, and honestly, until they move him up to the world title picture, if whatever show he will be on, because I'm sure they're going to switch things up eventually after Mania, I would say, or somewhere around SummerSlam or before SummerSlam. If he's not moving up to a world title picture, I want him to hold that United States Championship just like Gunther did with the IC title. But it depends how long he actually holds it. But fantastic match. This might have been I think this was LA Knight's best match. Maybe. And on the main roster and everything. It definitely was Jacob Fatu's because this is the first mainstream one-on-one match for Jacob, so. We had Rey Fenix versus Grand Americano. Chad Gable. Basically. I thought because Rey Mysterio was, spotted for this match. He unfortunately got hurt. I really hate that. Don't know what his injury is. I really haven't looked it up, so that's on me. But Rey Fenix gets this spot, right? And, it was a decent to average match. Nothing really big. Last Mania, Jacob was just backstage with Roman. Now he's United States champion. Wild. It very well is just super wild. Solo Sikoa can't even get a damn WrestleMania. Well, you know what? Let me not be very disappointed if Solo actually answers Randy Orton's challenge. Can you imagine that? Oh my God. I hope not. But at this point, Solo can't even get a WrestleMania match. Meanwhile, Jacob Fatu, United States champion, just like that. That's the difference. That's the difference. I know. I just jinxed it, and you know what? It is what it is. I might have just jinxed it. But you know what? Let's try to go away from that. Ray Phoenix and Chad Gable, or I mean, Grand Americano. Can't even say it. I know I'm getting tired. Um, I was tired during the show. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was tired during the show. Um, but I'm going with Ray Phoenix. Uh, I was wanting Ray Phoenix to win. Whoever was facing Mr. Gable, let's just put it as him. Um, because I thought they were going to unmask and it was going to be Chad Gable and everything, but they didn't, and it seems like they're just continuing uh, this thing. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not mad at the way they did it either. It was a good finish to me. The match just probably expected more, but oh well. It's not going to kill me at the end of the night. Be like, oh yeah, man, they could have done better. Nah, this next thing is what fucking blows my mind. The worst build of all the matches. You might be right. You might be right. The worst build of all the matches. And turns out, it was, to me, the worst match of the night. I mean, it was the worst thing of the night. To me. You might disagree. You might think, oh, dude, I don't know. I follow this person. I can't remember her name. And normally I have it for my For You, and so I can see everything else during the show. I hit my following, and after this match of Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, I seen, oh my God, what a banger! Tiffany won. And I literally just dropped my phone and was like, buddy Brian, shout out to Brian. Always go over there and watch most of the PLEs. He's like, what? I said, I just seen one of the stupidest tweets of all of this year. Yeah, I mean, it must have been Ric Flair's burner account I'm actually following or something. And I want to call myself and Brian, we are just like you, Yusuf, and we're just like Felix, we're just like Josh in a sense of, we know when pro wrestling is like very good. When a match is very good. Storyline very good. When you got two very big pro wrestling fans watching this match and shaking their head in disbelief a lot, that's when you know your match is not good at all. I'm going to say something very disrespectful, and I'm going to mean it. I'm very going to mean it. I'm going to say two things disrespectful. Two! Two of them. Two things. One, if they would have done a super kick contest like Jay and Jimmy did, it would have been the same thing as almost what I saw tonight with them. It was terrible. It wasn't as worse as that Jimmy and Jay match. Nothing's going to top that. But good God Almighty. Good gosh, man. How do you have... I don't like Charlotte Flair in storyline. I don't like her doing anything other than wrestling. She can wrestle a very good match, but oh my God, these two can't coexist. Doesn't have no chemistry at all. They're trying to do stuff, and it's like the opposite. It was like, no, we're doing this. And it's like they maybe don't even like working with each other. I don't even know, dog. You know, it's like this. It's like this. Okay. Alright, look at this. It's like, say you're trying to charge up your battery in your car. Say it went dead or something. This is what they're doing. Say this needs to go where the red is. This is the red, right? Alright. Red, black. You need to go on red. Both of Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte are literally hitting the black and just sparks are flying. Everything's flying, man. Everything's flying, and it's not going in any good direction. This is what this match was. Not going in any direction at all. Like, it's like they would have a decent moment in the match, and I'm like, okay, maybe they got a good flow. And then they just they just plug in the wrong one. And it's like they just went to the opposite direction. And I really just don't even know what animosity they got or anything. But knowing that the storyline in the build has been terrible, you would have thought these two women would have set their sides aside, and guess what? They would have actually went out there and did a hell of a match. But no, we got the complete opposite. We got trash can match, garbage match. This was absolutely awful, and all stints of... This is the second thing I'm going to say. And I haven't even said it yet. And I'm 100% on this. Is it crazy that I preferred the build to this over the other women? Now, the other women's championship match, the build has been not good at all, but I'm going to just be honest with you. Anything Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte did, none of it's better than what they're going to do or anything. Guess what? They're about to put on a match of the year candidate to start off night 2. And I can't wait for it tomorrow night. Nah, yeah, it is crazy for you. Very crazy. You know what you're doing right now? Oh, you need to hit the black? Nope, you're hitting the red. Sparks are flying everywhere. I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking on is that. Both builds haven't been the best, but there ain't no way that this Charlotte Tiffany thing is anything better than anything on the show. This was awful. Awful. From two great competitors doing an awful match like this and just can't coexist. Absolutely travesty, man. Absolute travesty. I haven't even said my second thing yet. And I've been trying to say it, or should have said it probably at least 7 minutes ago. Or however long I've been ranting about this ridiculous, awful, trash can match. This was fucking terrible. I'm going to just use it and say that. My second thing. If Charlotte Flair said, you know what, I'm retiring, and retired on the spot, I think the company and the division would be perfectly fine, and we wouldn't need her. Because it seems like if it's Vince or Triple H, they can't book her without being in a title match. Or without winning this, that. And that's not her fault. But if she wasn't in the women's division, like when she was out with and hurt and everything, God bless, I'm glad she's fine now. Or at least looked fine. But I could care less if she was in the division. I think it would do wonders if she really wasn't. So I could care less if she was in the division. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Two competitors like this, the match should be a whole lot better. But instead, it is the worst fucking match of night one, and probably will be the worst match on WrestleMania weekend. Just saying that. The worst match. The worst match. For someone like them two, this should not be a conversation. Alright, let's go into the main event. Something that was an absolute banger. Cinema, everything. Let's go to the main event. Seth Rollins comes out with a fire gun and everything. Flare gun, I should say. Fire going everywhere. Oh, guess what? Didn't The Rock do that at WrestleMania 32? I don't think the story with Rollins going with Heyman is gone, folks. But, I'm going to say this right here, right now. And I'm gonna put it out on a video for Easter Sunday as well. Yeah, he did hit a sharpshooter as well. Don't be surprised if Cody Rhodes does not sell his soul and turn and line himself with Heyman, Seth, and the final boss. I know it sounds crazy because he is very much liked and everything. But don't think it wouldn't happen, because what if they screw Cena out? What if they just double cross John and John's just confused and everything? Tell me that ain't possible. Tell me that ain't possible. Because if you tell me, I'm just telling you right now, it could very well happen. It would be crazy. Probably wouldn't make any sense. Or lack of sense. But don't be surprised if it don't happen. That's all I'm going to say. Triple H is all about moments. You got to realize that, right? We already had a moment for night one. We're probably going to have a few moments for night two because it's stacked. But what are they going to remember? The shocking value of Cody Rhodes turning heel. I could see it. Now, it might not happen, but I'm just going to say that. The main event. This was an absolute banger. This was absolutely amazing. And for me, it didn't save night one because I feel like night one was still a dud overall as a show. But this damn well almost saved night one overall. I think so. You are right about that. But, man, I think they're going to add another element, man. I think they're going to add another element. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong, but I'm going to do a video tomorrow after getting done eating after church with Easter Sunday and everything. And we'll see. I'm gonna throw that possibility out there. So we'll see. Um. So I I didn't write notes for this match, but man, there was so many spots like that. That GTS from Punk to Rollins, Spear from Roman, Curb Stomp was amazing. Only thing that's got me tripping is Cena said he was going to win the title and leave, but he's set for SmackDown after Mania. I don't know how much it makes sense for him to show up so soon after winning it, considering what he said. This is why I said Cody Rhodes was retaining. Now, I didn't clearly see the vision of Cody turning with The Rock, but my God, I see it now. I just see it now, man. I really do. And you know what? I could be very wrong, but you know what? We're going to see. We're going to see. It doesn't make any sense for him to say, "Oh, I'm leaving. I'm going to be the last real champion," and not win. So, I mean, let's be honest. If Seth is aligning with the final boss, with Heyman, and they're supposed to help John, you're telling me that Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to be the savior that literally saves Cody from Cena, Rock, and Seth? I don't think so. Maybe we don't get Stone Cold at all. Or maybe we do, and they take us on a big loop, and it ends up Cody turns at the end. Shut up, Yusuf, man. We can't be thinking about that. We gotta be thinking of seeing Stone Cold and The Rock face to face one last time, baby. Come on, man. We can't be thinking about that. Uh, um, but who knows? This was a great main event. I mean, we looked like we was going to get in the Shield powerbomb, and Roman said "F that," and those power bombs to Punk and Rollins through those new announce tables were absolutely crazy. And I love how the table breaks and everything. It makes the power bomb look so lethal now when you do it through the announce table. There's so many near finishes in this match. And then we get to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, not one, gets a 5 out of 10 for me. Maybe a 6 because of the United States. Yeah, night one. Oh, 5 or 6. Do I have to do a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10? I'm not going to rewatch this shit minus 2 matches. Yeah, I'm going. If I want to do a true rating, and when I mean a true rating, I mean it can be like a 5.1 out of 10 or something like that. I'm leaning towards like a 5.2 out of 10. I'm going to give it a little bit more than a 5. But if I had to do a solid number, it'd be 5 out of 10. It's not getting a 6 out of me. I feel like 6 is when the show is average, but still got very good matches in it, but a few, duds. So yeah, like I feel like even though I loved being at Bad Blood and everything in the PLE, I feel like Bad Blood was like a 6 out of 10 for a B level pay-per-view. Or PLE, excuse me. So I feel like when I went to Bad Blood, that was like a 6 out of 10. If we're talking about WrestleMania, we're talking about the biggest show, and you give me this is a 5 out of 10 easily, more than a 6 out of 10. So, but Paul Heyman gets in there, gives the chair to Punk, and I knew he was screwing Punk at least. Gives him a low blow and said, "This is for you, my tribal chief," in Paul Heyman's own way and everything. We knew Paul Heyman was up to something, man. I didn't know if he was going to do the low blow or anything, but when I saw Roman with that steel chair, sets back to him, and Paul got on one knee, I said, well, dang. Paul Heyman done did it again, baby. Paul Heyman. Absolute cinema. Absolutely amazing. Done so good. Low blow to the tribal chief. No longer the wise man. And he lines himself with that new prick. The prick. The old Seth Rollins is coming back. We haven't seen that old Seth Rollins in a while. But now we're going to get to see him. Lines himself with Paul Heyman. Gets the win. And my thumbnail, Paul Heyman looking at Seth and everything. This was one of the best triple threat matches probably of all time. 3 of the biggest names you could go with. And they absolutely delivered. And saved night 1 from not being a 4 out of 10. Or even worse than what it was. Like I said, if you missed the show, you missed a great moment of Jey Uso winning the World Heavyweight Championship. You missed a great match with Jacob Fatu and LA Knight. Yeah, it had a feeling when LA Knight and Jacob Fatu both came out, it felt like, okay, this is a WrestleMania type thing because, the crowd got into it a little bit and got into the match. Longest kickoff show. But you are right. When Seth came out, it's like, okay, this is WrestleMania. Color personality, yeah. He got low blowed and screwed out tonight. But seeing the image of Paul Heyman looking at Seth Rollins doing this and admiring Seth Rollins. Rollins looking at both Punk and Roman. Great shot to end the night and on my thumbnail. Cannot wait to talk about night 2 to y'all tomorrow night. What do you see? Paul Heyman punching me? Yeah. Low blow, baby. But I hope night 2 is better, and I personally think it will be. Hope you guys have a great night, morning, whatever time it is. It's time for me to go to bed. Got to get up early for the sunrise service for a great Easter Sunday and everything. Then we'll probably have to take a nap after I go back to church in a few hours after sunrise, because I will definitely be a absolute zombie if I don't take a nap after church. And yeah, man, Easter Sunday, WrestleMania Sunday, night 2, banger after banger coming up. I will be live after the show just like I was tonight. Hope you guys have a great one. Please hit that like button if you're watching live or on demand if you haven't already. Thank you so much if you have. Subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but I greatly appreciate it if you do. And night 2, can't wait for night 2. I will see you guys then. And have a great night, morning, evening, wherever you may be. Peace out, y'all.